Hey, what's up guys? We've got an update for you on the newly proposed monthly checks and an urgent warning for parents. In this video, we're gonna see how the White House responds to this. Now, as you know, we've had 4 of the proposed 4 monthly, some for quarterly, some for one-time payments, and checks to go out to have everybody in the nation. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, said she believes this is the best way to help out people at this time because having a gas tax holiday wiping out the taxes on the gas federally, which she says do not guarantee that those gas companies are going to lower their prices. They just might take larger profit margins, and right now they are bringing in record high profits. About baby stimulus checks offering $250 a month until the formula shortage eases could literally save infants' lives. And their immediate response was that it was ridiculous. They said that the issue is not parents having the money to buy the formula. The issue is that they go to the store and the shelves are empty. There is no formula, so money is not the problem. It's figuring out how to feed the children. They are saying to send out checks to parents, but we also are waiting to see what Congress does with the child tax credits and the gas stimulus checks. The White House Brian Dees just informed the situation of the baby formula shortage for any of those who have small children. And right now, they've given us an urgent warning that they are trying to work on the situation, but this could last an additional 10 weeks. He said, "We're at 41-year high inflation. Gas prices are breaking records. Food prices are going up. Supply chain issues, inflation, and factors beyond consumers' controls are burning a hole in the pockets of families and, in some cases, putting the items out of reach entirely." The federal and state governments have responded by considering rebates that could provide some much-needed relief. But for parents of infants facing a frightening baby formula shortage crickets, governments should immediately act to send out money to parents with children under the age of 1, even as they work to solve the supply chain problem. And they are suggesting that they send out recurring $250 checks to parents for baby formula until they solve this issue. Lawmakers there in Washington are rushing to address the shortage of baby formula across the country that's getting worse day by day. The monthly-long shortage is attributed in part to a voluntary recall by the manufacturer, Abbott Nutrition, which prompted the shutdown of a major plant. The labor shortage is also contributing to the supply chain issues. Abbott is now looking to restart operations, but it could take up to 10 weeks to get the formula from the affected facility back onto store shelves, and parents don't have that kind of time. Overnight, the Biden administration announced new steps to tackle the crisis. To answer the question, how to get baby formula into shelves quickly, Brian Dees said it is a serious issue, and there are a set of steps that we need to take right now. First, making it as easy as possible for retailers to sell the formula they have and for consumers to buy it. Right now, we need to relax regulations. Every state in the country needs to move on that right away. The second is ramping up the production of a formula. Abbott had to recall and stop. The president was on the phone with the other major manufacturers of baby formula yesterday. They are increasing production by 30 to 50%. We need to ramp that up and also look at where we can safely import more baby formula as well. And the third thing is making sure that nobody is taking advantage of the situation. I understand how challenging this is. I am a parent. First and foremost, if you've got a particular challenge, you should reach out to your pediatrician or your healthcare provider. There are emergency tools and emergency issues in place, including working with Abbott for particular specialty formulas or otherwise. He also said that there are some really important things that we need to look at regarding the structure of this market, with 3 manufacturers controlling 90% of the market, that the President of the United States can do to make sure that this never happens. In some instances, with specialty formulas and individual companies, Having that much control, we need to look hard at the competition issues in this market and make sure that we have more resilient supply chains. And also, we have to have a very high standard for safety, so we need more resilience, we need more production capacity in more places so that our economy is not completely reliant on an individual facility or an individual company. Additionally, he explained the reason why President Biden doesn't use his executive order authority. You saw the president indicate to this, and the FDA will be out with additional guidance on importing formulas from some of the jurisdictions. We will act expeditiously on that front. With respect to the states, we run the Federal WIC program and we are providing guidance to states. Today, the USDA is out with that guidance to urge states to reduce these regulations. Most of them have a few regulations that haven't been reduced, but that process runs in the country. What we can do out of the White House is provide clear and urgent guidance. We're urging the remaining states that haven't moved on that to do that today. We're hopeful and expectant that they will move, but there are some places where we need partnerships either from states or from companies. Make no mistakes, the President of the United States will use every tool at his disposal, and when it comes to imports, you're gonna see the FDA on that as well. And one of the suggestions, there was executive orders to provide more baby formulas from other countries to help out at this time. We've heard they suggested quite a bit having executive orders done by the president to have resolved some of the issues that we are currently experiencing. And that could include stimulus checks, child tax credits, getting rid of student debt, and an assortment of different provisions. This is also a midterm election year. Democrats are in full control of Congress and they want to stay in control. And they believe that in order for them to stay in control, they need to remind the American people that they are helping them and they're not gonna be doing that by trying to pass more legislation, more provisions, maybe more stimulus checks.